Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
We're just outside of St. Louis, Illinois here at Gateway, the Worldwide Technology Raceway for the Worldwide Technology 400. It is race number 15 of 16 here for the NCS SimRacing Challenge Season 1. Only 2 races to go before we get to decide. We know who the champion is for the first season of the NCS SimRacing Challenge. We're going to go 100 laps around this wonderful track here. And let's take a look at these point standings. They're awfully tight, awfully close. We definitely have some people to keep an eye out for. Sean McKean, Alexander Rowe, Henry Guo, Norris Andrews, Aris Yuko. Those are the 5 drivers who are currently within the 30-point bubble, or the 30-point threshold to become championship contenders. And then we've got 6th through 14th. Those drivers need good days, try to work themselves into the bubble. Basically, I'd say the Cooler Sam, Logan Williams, Arwen Basic, Colin Scarborough, Christopher Marnell, those are must-win scenarios, and they definitely need a lot of help to get in there. So that is your point standings. Certainly lots of people going to be fighting their way in. A whole lot of drivers going to need a whole lot of luck, and honestly, even if you're in the top 5, nobody is safe. Let's take you down trackside now for the command to start engines.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Nice smooth. We'll be there at the end. It's a long race. We just got staying contention, no mistakes. That's the big key. No mistakes today. We get up there, we get in the top 10, we ride. That's what we got to do today.
Alrighty, now let's take a look at our starting lineup. Josh Moore, a bubble driver, on the pole. Alongside him, Aris Yuko. Row 2, Alexander Rowe and Logan Williams. Row number 3, Norris Andrews and Henry Guo. Row number 4, Michael Guthrie and Josh Harrison. Row number 5, Aaron Hunter and Garrett Lamar. Row 6, Sean McKean and Christopher Marnell. Row number 7, we've got the Cooler Sam and then Colin Scarborough alongside him. Row number 8, we have Arwen Basic and Ricardo Garcia. Row number 9, we've got Vincent Crook and Harry Williams, who won at Talladega. Row number 10, Axel Rocha and Ian McDaniel. And then rounding out the field, we have Nick Roten and Andrew Franzi. Sure to be a fun one here today. 100 laps around this beautiful, beautiful track. It's produced great racing, great action. We're sure to have a fun one here today. Second to last race in the season, and the last race before the championship finale. Josh Moore on the pole, on the bubble, starting next to Aris Yuko. Coming down here for the green flag. We're off and underway here at Gateway for the Worldwide Technologies 400. Coming out of turn number 4, Josh Moore is going to come around to lead that lap. Alexander Rowe was close to coming into the first position. He was right by him in turn number 3, but then he's fallen back, fighting in third place now with Norris Andrews. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4, the 54 of Aris Yuko, right on that back bumper of Josh Moore. Coming out of turn 4, down the front straightaway we go on lap number 3, and we've got a big crash on the front straightaway. Caution has come out here At Gateway, for the first time today, we've got Sean McKean upside down on the front straightaway. The championship points leader is upside down here at Gateway. It looks like Nick Roten has been involved. He's got some front damage, or the roof damage. Josh Moore going to race back to the line with Aris Yuko right behind him. What an incident already on lap number 3. We're going to take a look and see what happened. Sean McKean coming out of the corner got loose, collided with Josh Harrison, and then bang right into him, sliding on his roof down the front straightaway. Arwen Basic got the worst of it. Man, what a hard incident. Let's take another look and see what happened. This is on board with Nick Roten. You can kind of see it happen, and then you see the wrecks just piling up, and then bang, runs right into him, gets turned around by Ian McDaniel, and you can just see the 46 upside down. Man. Here's another look at it. He just got loose in the middle of the corner, went into Josh Harrison, and then we're just so tightly packed together, sending him sliding down the front straightaway. Sean McKean, your points leader, definitely not having a good day to start it off. Drivers are going to come down pit road. It looks like we have everyone coming down. The drivers involved: Sean McKean, Josh Harrison, Arwen Basic, Nick Roten, Ian McDaniel, Ricardo Garcia, and Vincent Crook. Those are the drivers that were involved in the wreck. Sean McKean is on pit road already, as there is the 3 of Josh Moore coming down pit road and leading the field. Henry Guo peels out already, but then there's Josh Moore. Moore won the race off pit road. Guo is going to be second. It looks like it was just fuel only, that pit stop. Very interesting to see the entire field come down and grab fuel only. As Sean McKean coming back down pit road to do the rounds, getting some more damage repair work done. He's going to be able to continue. Nick Roten and Vincent Crook, though, are the 2 drivers who are now retired from the race. There's Norris Andrews, who's gotten extensive pit stops to have some sort of repair done to his car. He is also in the championship conversation. He needs a good solid day today. But it's Josh Moore who's currently out in front here at Gateway. Josh Moore, current leader. Henry Guo sitting in second. Aris Yuko third. Alexander Rowe fourth. Aaron Hunter fifth. So 4 of the top 5 all are drivers who are well at the top of the point standings. Josh Moore, he was on the bubble. It'll be interesting to see if that 3 car can push his way into title contention, especially with the accident that was given that Sean McKean was in, your points leader. Going to go back underway here on lap 8 of 100. Josh Moore. Ian McDaniel's a lap down alongside him. Green flag is back out, and we're underway once again for the first restart of the night. Christopher Marnell already pulling down underneath to try to make some moves. Gets blocked by Ian McDaniel. And it's Moore, Guo, Yuko, your top 3, heading down the back straightaway. They're 3 wide with Christopher Marnell as Alexander Rowe pulls down underneath Aris Yuko, trying to take that 3rd spot away. Henry Guo sitting right behind the 3 car. who led that lap, now on lap 9 of 100. Single file down the front straight, or down the back straightaway goes Moore, Guo, Yuko, your top three. Guo trying to look underneath. No dice there, coming around to lap number 10 of 100. This is going to be a bit of a long race here. 100 laps around this track. Certainly going to be a long, grueling race for these drivers. As Yuko's right on that back bumper of Henry Guo now. We're going to come out of turn number 4. And, oh, we've got a car in the wall. Caution has come out. Car hard in the wall. It looks like that's Sean McKean. Hard incident for the 46 car, as it looks like he has brought out the first 2 cautions of the day here at Worldwide Technologies Raceway. Moore and Guo, they're going to battle it back to the line. No battle there. It's going to be Moore once again who leads us under caution here at lap number 11, now under lap 12. Let's take a look and see what happened. Yep, that doesn't bode well. They're 4 wide there in the back. Looks like he just gets turned by the Cooler Sam and hard into the wall goes the 46. Just overcorrected and went right into the wall. As we're going to see pit stops once again. Moore leading him down. Looks like everybody's going to come down pit road once again. As Ian McDaniel going to stay out, as well as Sean McKean. Those drivers are 1 lap down. As there goes the 3 into his pit stall. Looks like we're going to take tires on this stop here. 4 tire stop for nearly 4 tire stop for Henry Guo, but it was only a 2 tire stop for Josh Moore, and he's going to peel out of pit road first and stay in the lead. Your second place driver was Henry Guo, and he took 4 tires. We're going to be back underway on lap 16 of 100 after our second caution period of the night. Ian McDaniel and Sean McKean are both laps down, so they will be starting on the inside of the 3. Josh Moore, your current leader, already has 1 win on the season at Auto Club Speedway. He's already led all 15 laps so far, looking to lead quite a bit more. We've already seen drivers. We saw one driver, Ricardo Garcia. He led the entire race at Nashville Fairgrounds, and the Cooler Sam leading 115 laps at Bristol. But it's Josh Moore out in front. Eris Yuko, Alexander Rowe, Aaron Hunter, and Garrett Lamar. That's your top 5. Any one of those 4 drivers behind Moore, or even Henry Guo, could come up and try and take that lead away. But here we go. Coming back to the green flag here. Lap 16 of 100. Josh Moore leads him down. Rowe dives down immediately to take away the second spot from Eris Yuko, or to try to battle for it. Now the 37 and 54 are side by side going down the back straightaway. Moore leads the lap, and Rowe has gotten around the 54. Going to try to chase down that 3 car. Down the back straightaway, and the 37 keeps gaining a little bit more and more on Josh Moore, right on the back bumper as they exit turn number 4. Out of turn 2, the 37 stays behind Josh Moore, as it's Moore, Rowe, Yuko, Hunter, and Lamar, as the 37 pulled out to try to go underneath the 3, got loose exiting turn number 4, and now he's going to fall back down. The 37 now battling back with the 54, gets a little run in the middle of the corner, and keeps position number 2. Moore comes out of turn number 4, coming to lap number 20 of 100. Already 20 laps through today's race. 37 and 54. They're single file down the back straightaway once again. So Josh Moore needs essentially a win to try and put himself into title contention, especially with Sean McKean. Sean McKean being in an accident earlier today. He's staying out, so it looks like he will get good points, or at least some points, rather than last place points, but that allows everyone else to try and catch up. Out of turns 3 and 4, Josh Moore still out in front. Same top 5 as before. It's the 3 of Moore, the 37 of Rowe, 54 of Yuko, 34 of Hunter, 30 of Lamar. The 37 got to the back bumper, the 3 there. Got a little loose coming out of the corner. Couldn't try and make it, and there goes Yuko. Goes underneath the 37. He's going to try to take that second place position away. Isn't able to do it. Gets loose in the middle of the corner. And that's going to allow his teammate and Garrett Lamar to try and make a move for that third place position. I thought Rowe was going to have his position compromised, but it looks like that just ended up backfiring on Yuko instead. Alexander Rowe, right on the back bumper of Josh Moore. trying to put the work in, trying to get around Josh Moore. He hasn't been able to do it. Staying on the back bumper. No move needed to be made yet. It's not like we're on the last lap. But Moore staying out front. Rowe sort of content right behind him for now. .37 trying to make a move, trying to poke his nose out underneath the 3, not going to do it. As you see Christopher Marnell back there, he's going to try to make a move on his teammate, Garrett Lamar. And Christopher Marnell, he has moved from 11th all the way up to 6th so far in today's race, working on Garrett Lamar right there on his back bumper. Whoa, Garrett Lamar gets very loose coming out of turn number 4. No wreck. A wreck was avoided, and now they're going to be side by side coming into turn number 1. The 37 and 3, they're kind of battling right here. They've been battling for quite a while. 37's been staying content behind the 3, and last time we saw these two drivers fighting up front was Auto Club, where Josh Moore got his first and only win on the season. And that is where he beat Alexander Rowe in a photo finish. There goes Yuko underneath the 37. Trying to take that second position away from Alexander Rowe. They're going to be side by side coming down the back straightaway. As Rowe has been oh so close to winning races here this year. Think about Auto Club, lost in a photo finish, among other races. Is now we're tightly packed together. Here comes Christopher Marnell making it 3 wide. 3 wide into turn number 1, and Marnell sends it. And he takes 2 positions at once. That moves him into 4th place. Ian McDaniel as a slow car ahead for the leaders. Maybe that will bode problems. Oh, 26 chops down on the nose of the 3, and he goes around. Caution comes out. Ian McDaniel gets turned by Josh Moore, and the caution has come out, with Alexander Rowe out in front here at Gateway. What a turn of events. The 3 loses the lead after Ian McDaniel gets spun. Let's take a look and see what happened. Catches up to him. The 26 took an abnormally high line for a driver that's trying to stay out of the way, and then chops down on the nose of the 3. This gets turned. I think the 3, both drivers were at fault, but Ian McDaniel fuming over the radio. Let's take a look and see what happened from Josh Moore's point of view. Poked his nose underneath, saw the view, and I mean, the 3 didn't have the position, but the 26 really wasn't clear. So a racing deal takes out Ian McDaniel to spin. Rowe, Yuko, and Moore lead drivers down pit road. Once again, everyone coming down pit road here on lap 31. Drivers taking 4 tires this time by. Most all drivers are doing so. Rowe is going to exit off first. Moore going to do it second. And oh, we've got an incident. Logan Williams gets run into by Ian McDaniel coming off of pit road. Hard incident for the 26 once again. So now Alexander Rowe out front with essentially his rival Josh Moore right behind him. Now one could say Rowe's rival is his inability to finish races. .37 out in front. He's been one of the most consistent drivers in the NCS. His last DNF was Talladega. Before that, he hadn't DNF'd in quite a long time. Alexander Rowe out in front, Josh Moore in second, Christopher Marnell in third, Aris Yuko fourth, and Aaron Hunter in fifth for the restart here on lap 35 of 100. Here we go. Alexander Rowe, Ian McDaniel, Sean McKean, they're lapped down alongside him as now green flag back underway. A great start for Rowe. An insanely good start for the 37 as he's going to go into turn number 1 all alone. Down the back straightaway, the 46 and 26 clogging up the lanes. As Rowe all alone out front here, lap 35 of 100. Christopher Marnell trying to make a move underneath the 3 of Josh Moore for second place. Marnell has been looking very strong so far here. He's got the Aris Yuko right behind him trying to work his way around him. But it's still Rowe out in front with Moore right behind him on lap 37 of 100. Lap 37, we've got the 37 in front. Coming around the lap 38, the top 2nd through 4 are all bunched together. As the 26 of Ian McDaniel is on pit road. He's retired from the race from the damages that he took on pit road under the last caution period. Christopher Marnell moving from 3rd to 2nd, taking the position away from Josh Moore. And whoa, Aris Yuko gets loose coming off the corner, and now they're going to battle. The 2 AMS teammates are going to battle heading into turn number 1. The 34 of Aaron Hunter, the 54 of Aris Yuko. The 34 lost that battle, and now he has fallen back just a little bit. Rowe still out in front, coming to lap 40 of 100. Marnell, clearly one of the faster cars as he has gained super quickly on Alexander Rowe, the current leader. Coming out of turn 4, lap 41 of 100. It is Rowe, Marnell, Moore, your top 3. But it's Marnell and Rowe, your 1-2 right here. They are so tight together. Coming into turn 4, the top 3 so close together. The 37 gets loose, and now here comes Marnell. Christopher Marnell takes the lead. Down and down the back straightaway. They're side by side, actually, for that matter. The 02's got the nose out in front. The 37 going to battle back along the high side. And the 37's going to get the run out of the corner. Rowe is going to take the lead back once again. '37 and 02 side by side, and Marnell is going to take it coming out of the corner. Coming down the back straightaway, the 37 is going to get passed by both Marnell and Josh Moore. Marnell now leads the Irishman out in front. Lap 44 of 100. Down the back straightaway. The 02 Valvoline machine sitting out in front. Sitting pretty out in front. '37 trying to work his way around Josh Moore. Not able to do it. Got a little battle for 5th here. Aaron Hunter and Garrett Lamar battling for that 5th position. Marnell down the back straightaway. He's got Moore right on his back bumper as well. Marnell right with Josh Moore on his back bumper. Heading down the back straightaway. That 02 car of Christopher Marnell on lap 47 of 100. Took the lead at lap 43 from Alexander Rowe, and then now has been leading for the past 5 laps. Josh Moore, the pole sitter, sitting there in 2nd. As they head onto the back straightaway once again. Single file all the way through the top 10. As we head onto the front straightaway, let's take a look and go through the field. Starting off with Christopher Marnell, 9th in points entering today, but he's going to need a huge points day to try and get into championship contention. Maybe a win could get him there. In 2nd, Alexander Rowe just took over the 2nd place spot. 2nd on the track, 2nd in points. He's ready to hunt down that 02 car. As Marnell is smooth, calm, and collected, but the 37 is hungry for a win. Josh Moore sitting in third, 7th in points entering today. Says he feels bad for the 26, but that's just, quote, a racing deal. Ian McDaniel wasn't exactly accepting of that apology over the radio, but Josh Moore sitting in third, started on the pole, looking awfully good out there. In fourth, Aris Yuko, he said he wants another win. Currently sitting in fourth, as I mentioned, 5th in points. He's strongly in the championship title hunt, and another win could boost him up the standings. 5th place, his teammate, Aaron Hunter. He's sneaky good and underdog for the title. Aaron Hunter hasn't gotten a win yet. In fact, his best finish on the season was a 2nd place finish when his teammate won at Nashville Superspeedway. Right behind them, Garrett Lamar, your former points leader. He's all the way down in 17th in points now, and he's got Michael Guthrie right on him. Whoa, gets a little loose coming out of the corner. Lamar just hopes to have a good finish to the season, as he had a good start, rough middle, and now he's just trying to have a good finish. Michael Guthrie, 7th place right now, 15th in points entering today. He said he hasn't had the best year, but he thinks and he knows a win would help, at least improve his mood. 8th place, man who's been on basically did a 180 on his season, Logan Williams. He's currently sitting there, 8th place, 12th in points. He's had a good second half to the season, and he's proud of that. Axel Rocha sitting in 19th in points. He said he's very unsure of the car, very tight, entering the corner. Not a good combination to have, especially at this type of track where you need to stick it down onto the bottom to get around. 10th place is Henry Guo in the 47 car, 3rd in points. Entering today, he said he's very tight. As you saw, he was entering turn number 3, and he went way high. He said he's doing all right though. The Cooler Sam is currently in 11th, 14th in points, entering today. He's had a strong day with poor handling, and that's really the best that you can hope for when having that sort of combination. Sitting in 12th is Colin Scarborough, the man who won at COTA. Currently 11th in points. He feels solid, no other words over the radio. 13th is Norris Andrews, the winner at Darlington and nearly won again at Talladega. He's currently 13th in points, or 4th in points, 13th on the track. He says pit stops have been brutal for him. Harry Williams, currently 14th. The 2-time winner on the season, is only 18th in points. And he's had a solid day. He wants to go for a 3rd win, but he's very far down the running order. 15th is Ricardo Garcia. That's also where he is in points. He's got minor damage, but he's still doing all right. 16th is Josh Harrison. He's tied for 19th in points entering today. He's been really quiet over the radio. He has been for quite a few races. Not much to say for that number 18 car so far. We got Andrew Franzi now in 17th. He's had a meh performance so far today. He wishes that he could do better. 18th, right behind him, Arwen Basic. He's 13th in points. He says he feels fine. He's very mad about the wreck. He's been just chilling in the back ever since then. Hasn't been able to move anywhere with that front end all cut off. And then currently in 19th, your points leader coming into today was Sean McKean. He said he needs points to salvage the day. That's why he didn't retire after the wreck. And then there's the leaders just in the middle of turns 1 and 2, just about to hop onto the back straightaway. It's still Christopher Monell out in front. Lap 58 of 100. 02, 37, and 3. Those three drivers have been looking pretty good out front today. It's been Marnell who's been leading since lap 43. But here comes Rowe trying to take the position back from him. Down the back straightaway they go. The 37. Close, but hasn't gotten enough ground. There he goes, sends it into the corner a little bit, and he gets right onto the back bumper of Christopher Marnell, right when I said he hasn't gotten enough ground. Here comes the 37 with enough ground to try and get up to the back of him. We're hearing pit stops could potentially happen within the next 4 to 5 laps. Green flag pit stops are about to happen as here comes the 37 diving underneath the 02, gets loose in the middle of the corner, and he loses the position. He had a huge advantage on Marnell going into the corner, and then now he's going to lose the second position, going to battle it out with Josh Moore. Nearly had a changing of the tides up front, but instead, Rowe got loose and squandered his opportunity. Battling side by side now for position number 2. Marnell stays out front, lap 62 of 100 here at Gateway Worldwide Technologies Speedway for the Worldwide Technology 400, race number 15 of 16, the second to last race in the first season of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. Christopher Marnell staying out front, and Rowe's little mess up, as well as the two Astolfo cars battling right there, that is certainly going to help him keep his lead thus far in the race. As Andrew Franzi in the 85 has peeled off onto pit road, he's going to take his green flag pit stop. There's the 02 staying out in front. No takers yet. As whoa, the 37, he's about to get passed by Aris Yuko as they did a little switcheroo. The 37 was on the low line, the 54 was on the high line. They swapped positions on the track. And now the 37 is going to dive down on the pit road. Alexander Rowe is going to pit from 4th place here on lap 64 of 100. And then Arwin Basic in the 45, all the way at the back of the pack, he is also coming down pit road with the 37. We may see more takers this time by. It looks like Rowe opened up the floodgates, and here comes Marnell. Christopher Marnell and Sean McKean come down pit road. That's going to give the lead back to Josh Moore. Aris Yuko also comes down pit road. Garrett Lamar, Henry Guo, Axel Rocha, the Cooler Sam, Norris Andrews, Harry Williams, Colin Scarborough, Ricardo Garcia, Josh Harrison. Those are the drivers that have just come down pit road. And now here comes Josh Moore, so he's going to peel down pit road. About 66 of 100. 2/3 of the way through this race. Green flag pit stops happening. And there goes the 3 into his number 1 pit stall. I believe they're going to be taking 4 tires and fuel. Yep, there they go. 4 tires and fuel. Looks like it's going to be happening on everybody on pit road. The 34 gets an amazing stop, but it's going to be Rowe who takes the lead once again with a massive, massive lead that Alexander Rowe has over second place Christopher Marnell. Nearly half the back straightaway. You can see the gap there between the two. But after the pit cycle comes back, lap 68 of 100, we now have Alexander Rowe out in front. Once again, we've only had 3 leaders so far. Those names, Josh Moore, Christopher Marnell, and your current leader, Alexander Rowe. Rowe has been oh so close this season, but hasn't been able to capitalize on getting a win. Let's take you back all the way to the start of the season, race number 2. That was Auto Club. Lost in a photo finish. He got held up by a lapped car. And lost in a photo finish to Josh Moore. Certainly the first of many examples that you can think of that ended in heartbreak for Alexander Rowe. Lucas Oil 400 at Riverside, wrecked out around lap 35 from racing up front. AutoNation 400 getting spun from second place by Arwin Basic. The Bermuda Triangle 400, though that was a plate race, had a little bit of damage and wasn't able to get back up to the front. The Sam Bass 400 was leading, wasn't able to capitalize, squandered the lead to Aris Yuko, who went on to win. The Backstretch Report 350 was also leading, squandered the lead with 3 laps to go to the eventual winner, Andrew Franzi. The Cracker Barrel 400 at Atlanta was leading, and then yet again got held up by a lapped car. Allowed his teammate Henry Guo to take the lead and to take the win instead. And then the Southern 500 unfortunately got caught up in a wreck, caught up in an incident. Wasn't exactly his fault, but he was one of the fastest cars on the track and got taken out after a pit strategy call placed him at the back. 73 laps down of 100. Marnell slowly closing in on Alexander Rowe. It'll be interesting to see that battle. Can Marnell get up to him? Can the 02 get to the 37? So now we're on lap 74 of 100. It's Rowe all alone out in front. He's got nobody really contending with that top spot, but that 02 car of Christopher Marnell, he's really looking fast. The 37. Essentially, you could say he's locked in to having championship contention next week at Las Vegas. But points are everything It's not like there's a reset. It's not like we're the Cup Series with a points reset. The points stay the same, so a win could be huge for the 37. It might even boost them to the top of the point standings. But for Christopher Marnell, who, there he is right there, he needs a win to make sure he's even able to have a chance at winning the championship. Tale of two cities. The man who's at the top but hasn't won yet, and the man who needs to win to get his chance. Both of these drivers have had chances to win. We rattled off Marnell, or we rattled off Rowe, all the times that he had bad luck. Christopher Marnell can name quite a few times where that man wasn't able to capitalize on his great races. Lap 77 of 100 coming around the bend to lap 78. Alexander Rowe out in front. Christopher Marnell slowly closing in right behind him. Rowe been atop the point standings most of the year, at least close to the top 5. Hasn't capitalized yet. Certainly irks him a little bit. Other drivers have gotten multiple wins. The two drivers who have 2 wins aren't even in championship contention. But the 37 still searching for that first win. Coming out of turn number 2, going down the back straightaway now, with Marnell closing to within 2 seconds of Alexander Rowe. Rowe coming around to lead lap 79 of 100, about to be lap 80. He's got the O2, the Irishman, right on, probably within the same airspace as him. Both drivers have been some of the quickest times out on the track today. Lap 81 of 100. 20 laps to go at Gateway. The O2 slowly but surely getting towards that 37, potentially making it a battle. Could we see a battle between the two drivers? There goes Alexander Rowe down the back straightaway, and Christopher Marnell is all the way in frame. The O2 was in frame. There he is again on that close shot. On board with Christopher Marnell, trying to work his way to the back bumper of the 34, or the 37. Down the back straightaway. Coming off the corner, down the front straightaway. Rowe being pursued by Marnell, who sends it into the corner, gets a little loose, sliding up the track a little bit, but stays on track. folks. They're down the back straightaway. Right on his back bumper now. Here is Christopher Marnell knocking on the door. Going to make a move in turn number 1. Backs out of it. Not able to do it yet. Down the back straightaway. Right on the back bumper. The 37 and the 02. 02 tries to make a move. Gets a little loose. Not able to complete it. A little bit of space now between the two drivers. Marnell trying to get back to him. Down the back straightaway once again, about as close as they were last time. Into turns 3 and 4. Here comes the 02, trying to dive underneath the 37. Gets there, but then gets loose again. Christopher Marnell was oh so close, but wasn't able to hold on to it. And then into turns 1 and 2 they go. They have a car length separating them. There's some chatter over the radio saying that these two drivers may not have enough fuel. They might need to come down pit road and take fuel. The top 2 front runners pitting from the lead as here comes Marnell. Going to make it a battle. Coming into turn number 1, backs out of it. But both of these drivers would like a win. Marnell basically needs a win. On lap 88 of 100. Once again, going into turns 3 and 4. The 02 right on the 37. Lap 89 of 100 now. This is getting intense, folks. We're going to have a dang good finish. On to the back straightaway. Rowe. Marnell. Bumper to bumper. There goes Rowe. Rowe peels onto pit road. Alexander Rowe, in a split-second call, pulls down pit road to get fuel. And that gives Christopher Marnell the lead. Will we see other drivers pit? Who knows, but it's the 02 with a massive, massive lead. Huge break for Marnell, but I believe he might have to pit as well. There he goes onto pit road. There goes Christopher Marnell, having to relinquish the lead. As it looks like the 45 of Arwen Basic missed pit road and hits the wall. Well, this gives the lead to Aaron Hunter in the 34 with 10 laps to go. Where have we seen this before? With the 02 having to come down pit road with 10 laps to go, that happened exactly at Riverside. But back then it was the start of the season. Now, now it's championship crunch time. Nine laps to go. Aaron Hunter in first. Garrett Lamar sitting there in second. The other two drivers that have pitted, or the other three drivers that have pitted, are Arwen Basic, Ricardo Garcia, and Josh Harrison. Those are the only three other drivers that pitted. 8 laps to go here at Gateway. Aaron Hunter with a sizable lead. No signs of pitting from these front runners over here. 7 laps to go for Aaron Hunter, who we mentioned before has not won a race. His best finish, 2nd place. He's been quiet all day. He's even ahead of the man who's led the 2nd most laps, Josh Moore, or the 3rd most laps. Only 3 other leaders, 2 of them pitted from the front, and the 3rd one is sitting in 3rd. 6 to go for the 34 car. This would all but seal the deal for Aaron Hunter to be a championship contender next week. And in case this matters, Christopher Marnell just set the fastest lap on the track. So there he is, slicing through the field. He's sitting in 4th. Well, he's not sitting in 4th, but he's where the 4th place drivers are. Him and Rowe just carving through the field right now. But with 5 laps to go for Aaron Hunter, no signs of pitting from these front runners. If anybody could catch the 34, it would be Garrett Lamar or Josh Moore. But neither of them have gotten close. 4 to go for Aaron Hunter. The 02 and 37 coming around to unlap themselves. You just see how fast these drivers are, these cars are. And unfortunately, having to pit, ruining their races, essentially. Wouldn't it have been something if the 02 had to dump the 34 to get around him? But Aaron Hunter being passed by Alexander Rowe. 3 laps to go. The 34 out in front. Nobody near the 34 in terms of lead lap drivers. Garrett Lamar, the closest one. He seems to be gaining a little bit, but not that much. Out of turn number 4. 2 to go for Aaron Hunter at the stripe. What an interesting turn of events here at Gateway, with Aaron Hunter out in front, with only 1.5 circuits left to go around this track. Out of turn number 4 comes Aaron Hunter at the line. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go in the second to last race of the season. Aaron Hunter comfortably in first. Garrett Lamar in second. Nothing that he can do. Patiently waiting if there's a screw up. But into turns 3 and 4 they go. Mistake free is Aaron Hunter as he comes out of turn number 4, and he's going to win the Worldwide Technologies 400 at Gateway. The underdog. The one that you didn't expect to win, and the sleeper for the championship now. Aaron Hunter has crossed the line to win the Worldwide Technology 400 and who will be officially one of the select drivers able to compete for the championship mathematically coming next week. What a race, what a finish, what a turn of events. 34 car only led the final 10 laps. Those 10 laps were probably the best of their life as he won at Gateway. Let's take a look at the finishing results now. Aaron Hunter, Garrett Lamar, Josh Moore, Aris Yuko, Henry Guo, your top 5. Axel Rocha, Michael Guthrie, Norris Andrews, the Cooler Sam, and Colin Scarborough rounded out your top 10. Logan Williams was in 11th. Christopher Marnell and Alexander Rowe, the final drivers on the lead lap, were 12th and 13th officially. And Harry Williams, Josh Harrison, Ricardo Garcia, Andrew Franzi, Arwen Basic, Sean McKean, laps down, McDaniel, Crook, and Roten all were out of the race due to crash damage of some flavor. Now here's the point standings. The point standings reveal who will be the drivers competing for a championship next week. As you see the drivers in red, they're mathematically eliminated. Henry Guo has taken the points lead. He's +4 over Sean McKean. 6 back from the front, Alexander Rowe. And then Aaron Hunter jumped his way to 4th in standings, 13 points back. Aris Yuko, 15 points back, half a race approximately. Norris Andrews, 16 points back. And then Josh Moore, 7 points back. Christopher Murnell, oh so close. As now there are your contenders on the screen. Guo, McKean, Rowe, Hunter, Yuko, Andrews, and Moore, all mathematically able to compete and possibly win the title next week. 7 drivers able to win the championship. Sure going to be a fun finale for season number 1 of the NCS SimRacing Challenge next week. It's that championship finale, the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We hope to see everyone there for what should be an exciting championship event.